This is Yoshitake Shinsuke no mane, imitating Yoshitake Shinsuke. He is a kidlit illustrator and author. I find his work really charming. It's like deceptively simple, and when you stop to look at it, you realize how deeply thoughtful his sketches are. On the Hobonichi site, he had an interview where he talked about how he really tries to record the things that are so boring that we don't even bother to remember them. That was the intention of this sketchbook. As per usual, I mess up, and this is actually the front. These are the Kuretake Bimoji felt tip pens. This is the extra fine, and this is the fine. The felt tip creates like a sort of warmth and organic quality to the line. And this is a pen from Muji, gel ink ballpoint pen. And I like the thickness of this, and it stays pretty consistent and sharp with good ink flow. So I started off with a night in which, instead of washing the rice scooper, I just took rice out of the rice cooker with my hands. This is a school that I worked at. It's my final day. I tried to draw the vending machine area from memory. This is a little Halloween cake I got. This is feelings of loss, feelings of failure. This is the night that I lost access to my Bryce Co class. And I felt, yeah, because like I'm so close to finishing it, and I let the class expire, and I was really sad. Everything's fine now. I got access back. These are faces I don't know. It feels as though I've never seen their full faces because they're always masked. Talked to one of my students. We gushed about our mutual love for Levi. How can you not love him? I got some new clothes and trying out some more different textures. And I also find that these cardigans are really good for the winter because they're so warm. This is me trying to figure out how much brown rice to water it is. I don't know, brown rice has always been kind of ornery for me. And I want my rice to stick a little bit and not get too hard so quickly after being refrigerated. Someone brought in a pomegranate, and then one of my coworkers was like, would you like a slice? The number of times I've eaten a pomegranate in my life are like, can probably fit in one hand. So before I actually ate it, I took some time to sketch it real quick. This is an example of what the drawings look like when I use the Kuretake Bimoji pens. Yeah, there was something in my sock, and I thought it was a booger maybe, I don't know. Okay, oh my god. I was listening to Ologies, talked about mojitos and emu eggs that can feed 6 people. One thing that I'm glad/not glad to learn about is that cockroaches make milk, and it's called manna. Yep, my shower's water heater decided to not work. I had to walk over to my friend's place and shower at hers. Drawing in bed. This is the sketch of the Phytonia that I got earlier in 2021. I did not take good care of it. Got a mealybug infestation that was just so widespread, and I kind of sort of accidentally killed it with soap water. The mealybugs and the Phytonia. I killed them both. There's these terrible mass-produced slippers in Japan that are for guests whenever they enter facilities if they didn't bring their own slippers, and I hate them. I think I was feeling real spoopy, I guess. So this is me realizing how awful it is that I spend my time in the morning with phone brain rot. I was also really ambitious on the things I wanted to do at this time of year, and they were simply just too much. I had started Linktober, I think, but I also started making YouTube videos, and I was like, wow, YouTube videos are way more fun than trying to keep up with a 1 month trend on Instagram. So then I directed my energy to YouTube. Google Maps leading me to the wrong place. These baskets are from the washi tape event that I posted recently. The boxes had like lines of washi tape too, so they were super decorated. Yeah, walked past the station and saw these two people. This person seemed to be in some very quiet but noticeable emotional distress. Cubes, cubes, cubes. Learning how to visualize with cubes. This is a view I see at one of my visit schools, but I drew this from memory, so I wasn't sitting here when I drew it. I was somewhere else. Maybe I was at Starbucks. I think I might have drawn this at Starbucks after I had left school. This is like the ceramic heating panel. It's very common in Japan. And I was like, what did the outside look like? I never actually paid attention to what was outside the window. This thing I'm gonna have to give extra camera time to, because my god, of course Japan has this to describe the various levels of boy. There's salt, soy sauce, and sauce. So basically, the softer the features, the saltier he is, and then the harder the features, the saucier he is, and then soy sauce is the Goldilocks, apparently. I started going to Starbucks a lot. It's January 29th as I'm filming this. I've only gone to Starbucks 3 times this month, which is pretty good. Starting here, I was going to Starbucks like every week. I was like, yikes, I need to chill out. This was the sketchbook video. This was an attempt at overhead and I just didn't follow through. Fami-chiki is very good. This was the start of PTYA, so yeah, grow faster, niche down faster. I don't think I'm niching down fast enough because I want to experiment more. I like the practice of describing a character without actually showing the character themselves. Someone can tell, like, I'm a person who forgets food is in the fridge at work. So yeah, this was the midst of having way too many things I wanted to do. Taught my kids some abbreviations, and this boy had the cheek to use me as an example of the greatest of all time and beautiful. Lemon soft candy versus plum soft candy. Which would you choose? I drew this 2 days after I had donated blood, and I can't believe I didn't draw it like the day of, because I think I would have remembered a lot more. This was like, I got really deep into PTYA, so then my drawing took a hit. If money weren't an issue, I would draw for the rest of my life. I dressed up for my kids at the special needs school. You know what, let's just go in and very roughly sketch this, or very roughly color this. This is the red skirt that I love the most. I don't wear it all that often because it's so conspicuous, but every time Christmas rolls around and every time I go to this school for Christmas, I definitely wear it. This was a green, it was like super cheap elf apron with a red skirt, and I think did I wear white or black? I think I might have worn a black blouse with this, and these very cheap like antler clips that I got from a 100 yen shop, a 100 yen shop, and then an equally cheap Santa hat. This time it was red. I think last year, 2020, I think I did a green hat, but I was like, let's make it Santa. So yeah, I forgot my shoes, so I had to wear those stupid shoes. This is let's see the gap. Yeah, this was December 8th. Didn't draw for a little bit. Oh gosh, I don't know if this counts as drawing, but I took notes of Storyworthy. It's a really good book about storytelling, and I actually want to make a video about Storyworthy. So look out for that. Yeah, these are really good tactics for making it a compelling story. I've never had pets, but I really like Shibas, and one day I really want to own like a black Shiba. But ever since the cat episode of Ologies, I've been growing more and more fond of cats. So I like the little motion that they make, the little biscuit making, eating biscuits. It's so cute. This is another school that I visit and teach at. I was sitting here while I was drawing and had to imagine what my surroundings looked like. And it was pretty good. I remember drawing this shelf and thinking like, oh, there's not gonna be anything here. There's not gonna be anything here. And I actually turned around to confirm it. And there was in fact something here. Of course it was. Of course it was. Ooh, more Ologies. The Hagfish episode. My god, I didn't know such a thing existed. And oh my gosh, I actually never got around to doing this exercise. If you had 6 months left to live, what would you do? A good exercise in setting your priorities straight, right? Oh, okay, this is the part where I definitely just let go of the whole sentiment of mundane moments, and I just was like, I have 3 pages left, let's just fill them with drawing practice. So then, this was Daniel Santo, a photo of him with Bruce Lee. I think Bruce Lee was like here. This is Bruce Lee. And I drew the head too big, so I kind of gave up. And this is me. Wow, what did my hair look like at the beginning? Okay, it was starting to grow out. Yeah, just a little bit. September 30th. And then I didn't date this, but this was December. No, this was January because I finished. So this was probably January-ish. This is also like a throwaway Jotaro based on memory, just to fill the page. And then for the last go, I'm deciding that this year is the year I finally learn how folds and drapery work. These are all drawings that I referenced from pictures on Pinterest. And that is the end of that. If you enjoyed this video, or if you have any suggestions or things that you'd like me to cover, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.